In this Blender tutorial, you will learn about how to create a short film in Blender and what you should do and not. Actually, someone asked me to make a video about short film tutorial series. I thought that was a nice idea, that's why I am doing it. Before that, don't forget to join in Discord server page. In here, we are talk more about Blender. Ask any doubts about 3D modeling, I will guide. And you can share your work so all of them can see and share their opinion, and you can find a partner to collaborate with your project too. And I'm working as a freelancer in Fiverr. If you need any 3D interior scene or 3D model, feel free to contact me. About price, we can talk about it and I can reduce it too. The link is provided in the description, kindly check it. High poly, low poly. Actually, I created a video about interior 3D modeling tips. In that video, I told about one important thing, that in your scene, model your object in high poly which is in focus and model the object in low poly which is not in focus. It will be suitable for short film too. The reason is, if the polygons count is so high, then your blender will get slow. That's why you should do this. For example, take this subway scene. For this pipe connected, I model this in low poly because we are not going to give more focus. Likewise, you can model your object in high poly and low poly based on which object you are going to give focus. About that interior 3D modeling tips video, I have provided the link in the description. Don't forget to check it. Free 3D models. Sometimes while creating a big scene, definitely we need more 3D objects. That time, if you thought you are gonna model all of the objects, then I will say don't do that. There are some websites where you can download free 3D model. Sketchfab and Polygon websites are so helpful. Model the object as much as you can. If you have no time to finish your project, that time you can use free 3D models. After I am saying this, don't use all free 3D models to your scene. That is so wrong. For example, if you are doing a short film with your friends, then you guys can separate your works. Like I will do 3D modeling, you can do light setup, and another person can do animation. That time you can easily 3D model all of the object for your scene. But in case if you say, bro, I don't have any friends, I have to do it myself. For example, like me, I'm also don't have any Blender friends right now. So if I want to do a short film, then I have to do it by myself. If I do a short film with a robot, actually I have a great short film concept with a robot as a main character, but it will take more time to perfectly complete it. So that's why now I am reducing the story. I will complete it and upload the short film as soon as possible. Recently I made a video about how to create an easy apocalypse scene. In that video about this car, metal trash can and street lamp, I used free 3D models only. You can check this video to know how to create this apocalypse scene. Sometimes definitely we have an idea to create a car chase scene. That time we have to create street or mini city. That time the important object will be buildings and shops. Instead of modeling these objects, just bring buildings, apartments or shop images and place it in your scene. Our camera will be move fast as the car speed. So we want our scene looks like surrounded by buildings or shops. We are not going to bring our camera near to the buildings. Buildings and shops will be out of focus. So we can easily bring the images and place it in our scene, create it as a street or mini city. Characters. Without characters, we cannot create a single short film. So I will recommend, if you are going to create your first short film, then just create a short film with a single character. After that, you can increase your characters. If you are going to do it with your friends, then you can use as many characters you want in your scene. Talking about characters, they can be a human, animal or robot, even alien too. If you are so good at human 3D modeling and armature animation, then you can use human as your character in your short film. But if you don't know about 3D human modeling or armature animation, then I will recommend you to use a robot as your character. You will have doubts. If I use a robot, then I have to use armature, right? Because I have legs, I have to move the robot, but you won't need that. For example, take this short film I created. I just made an easy robot for legs. I just added a tire. So I don't have to waste my time in leg animation. And you will ask another question, okay, I can understand, but what about hand animation? It is so simple. You can just select these hand parts and parent it to this object. Then by rotating this object, then it will move these objects too. Likewise, only without armature, I done the animation in robot. Story. About story for your short film, don't think too much as creating a big scene. Start with a simple scene, then step by step increase it. If you have no idea about what story I have to think, then just in Google ask, I need a story idea for 3D animation short film. If you are going to use as a robot or a human, just specifically ask, I need a 3D animation story ideas for human or robot. Then you will find plenty of ideas. With that, you can add some innovations into, or you can use ChatGPT also. I asked ChatGPT story ideas for animation short film using robot. It tells me so much good ideas. Remember one thing, you can use ChatGPT for story ideas, something like that, but don't use it to create animation short film. As a 3D artist, definitely I will say no to that. That is big mistake. Usually I never go to Google or ChatGPT for story ideas because my dream is to become a best story screenplay writer and director. So I daily create more stories in my mind. So about animation short film story creation is not a big deal for me. How to start your 3D model? If you are doing interior scene or exterior scene, first start 3D model the object which is going to get focus in your camera view. That means you should model that in high poly. After finishing that, 3D model the object which is not in focus as a low poly. In Google, you can find plenty of reference images. For example, if you want to model a robot, then just type robot reference images. You will get plenty of them. With help of that reference images, you can easily 3D model your own robot. After that, confirm what is your character. Like I said, it can be a human, animal, robot or alien. Then start to model your character. Finally, place all of your objects and character in the scene. While coming to exterior scene, especially in nature scenario, always most of them afraid is tree, grass, flower. If I add tree, grass or flowers to my whole scene, my blender will get slow or even it will close. I hope you all know the reason. It will increase the polygons count at the speed of the rocket. So definitely your blender will get shut down. Definitely we need more tree, or especially in forest scene. To duplicate trees, don't use Shift D. Instead of using that, just use Alt D. It will duplicate the tree and the same time it will never increase a single polygons count, so you can add as much as tree you want. And about grass and flower, I will highly recommend you to use G-Scatter. About G-Scatter, most of them know it is a free add-on, contains realistic grass and flowers. So we can add any grass or flowers, and there is a magic in this G-Scatter. That is my favorite option, camera optimization. By enabling this option, now we have only grass and flowers in the camera view. If we move our camera, it will move along with the camera. And if any one of you wonder what is G-Scatter add-on or how to download it or how to use it, I already created a crystal clear video for that. The link is provided in the description. You can check it. Animation. Actually, there is not much saying about animation, but definitely you should know about the basics. Just by pressing I, you can add a keyframe. Then for the next frame, just move your object and press once again I, it will add another keyframe. That's how you can create an animation for your character. The timeline, press A to select every keyframe, then just press T and click linear. Then your animation will be so good. Or you can change this to graphics editor. Now I will undo my action. Then now just select these and press S to scale it. Now I will play the animation to see what it is happening. Likewise, you can change this waveform here to make your animation fast or slow based on which is suitable for your character or your object. Light setup. Most of them complete their 3D modeling and animation everything so perfectly, but they will little bit struggle in light setup. So just take your own time and add lights to your scene. You can use lights or HDR image or sky texture. Which one you think will help your scene to give more realistic light looks, you can use that. I have talked about the light setup in the interior 3D modeling tips video. You can check that video so you will clearly understand what I am talking about. Rendering. This is one of the most important part. Still most of them get little bit confused which option I should enable or not. For your question, I have a simple answer. I created a crystal clear video about explaining every option in the render settings which you have to change and which you should not change. By changing those options, what I am saying, it will definitely reduce your render time up to about 75%. That video link is also description, you can check it. Sound. This is the final most important thing. How doing 3D modeling and light setup is more important. The same importance you have to give it for sound. There are some websites where you can download free sounds. If you upload your short film in YouTube, don't forget to mention that website and license about that sound, because it may be free to download, but it is more important to mention it. If not, then there is likely 99.999% that your video will get copyright. I have given those website links in the description. Kindly check it. That's all about this video. Remember the things I just told you. I hope the tips I have given will be helpful in creating your own short film. Best of luck for creating your own short film. If you upload in YouTube, don't forget to send me the link because I eagerly like to see how you created it. You can contact me in Insta. My Insta link is also provided in the description. Once again, best of luck for your 3D animation short film.